Hello students, so in this video we will learn about pension. So pensions are paid periodically, generally every month after the retirement of the employee by his or her employer to meet his/her day-to-day expenses and to maintain a standard of living. So these are basically the monetary payments which are paid by the employer periodically, usually every month, in order to compensate the employee for all the expenses which he has to incur on daily basis after he retire from his services. So the employee can also choose to receive his or her pension as a lump sum payment, which is also known as commuted pension, instead of periodically payment, that is uncommuted pension. So every time you have to consider two types of pensions. The lump sum payment, that is the whole amount, that is the one time amount, will be known as commuted pension, and the periodically amount will be known as uncommuted pension, because there are different tax treatments in the IT Act regarding to the commuted and to the uncommuted pension. So let's understand the tax treatment of pension. So as I have told you earlier, pension is of two types, commuted and uncommuted. So if I talk about uncommuted pension, which is also known as periodically pension, in this case it will be fully taxable for all the employees, irrespective of the fact whether the employee is government employee or non-government employee. In case of commuted pension, we have to further divide this into two parts. Commuted pension is your lump sum payment, always remember. So we have to divide for two parts, government employees and non-government employees. So if I talk about government employees, in this case all the central government employees, state government employees, local authorities and statutory corporations, all the employees working under these four government authorities, in case they are receiving any pension at the time of retirement, after the retirement, it will be fully exempt. So always remember that in case of government employees it will be fully exempt, and in case of pension, local authority employees and statutory corporation employees are also added. In case of non-government employees, now we have to consider non-government employees into two parts. That is the employee who is receiving only pension and the employee who is receiving pension as well as gratuity. Okay. So whenever the question comes on pension, always check whether the gratuity amount is being paid or not. So in case the employee is receiving only pension and not the gratuity amount, so in this case the exemption will be least of actual amount and 1/2 of the full portion. Okay. So full pension. So actual amount or half of full pension will be exempted. In case he is receiving pension as well as gratuity, in this case actual amount and 1/3 of full pension. Okay. So अगर pension gratuity दोनों मिलती है तो 1/3, only pension then half of full pension. Okay. Simple. Now we'll understand what if the pension is received after the death of employee. It means employee has died during the service period, and in case his family members or legal heirs receives the pension after his death, then such pension will be called as a family pension, and the family pension has following tax treatment. So first treatment is pension to winners of gallantry awards, and it is given under section 10 subsection 18. Gallantry awards क्या होते हैं? These are the bravery awards, like आपका परमवीर चक्र, महावीर चक्र, वीर चक्र, अशोका चक्र, Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. So these are given to soldiers for their brave act. So any kind of pension which is received by the soldier who has won any of these gallantry awards, then the amount will be fully exempt. In case his family received the pension after the death of the soldier, then also it is fully exempt from the for the family side also. Okay, so family pension is also exempted, and in case the soldier receives the pension, then in that case also it will be fully exempt in case of your gallantry, in case the soldier receives the gallantry award. Second है आपका pension of soldier who die on duty under section 10 subsection 19. So in case while providing the services for the nation, in case the soldier died, then in this case family pension will be fully exempt from tax. Okay. The third one is in all other cases. Okay, so in all other cases, in case the family members are receiving the pension amount after the death of the employee, then it will be taxable in the hand of that family member who is receiving that pension under the head of income from other sources. ओके क्योंकि फैमिली रिसीव करी है, फैमिली इज नॉट द एम्प्लॉय, तो इनकम अंडर द हेड सैलरी नहीं आएगा बिकॉज देयर इज नो एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय रिलेशनशिप इन दैट केस. सो जो भी पेंशन इनकम आएगी फैमिली के पास आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय, वो आपकी कहाँ पे टैक्सेबल होगी? इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज. एंड उसमें भी उसको डिडक्शन मिल जाएगी, या तो स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन 15,000 और 1/3 ऑफ फैमिली पेंशन विच एवर इज लोअर. सो इन दोनों में से जो भी अमाउंट कम होगा दैट विल बी अलाउड as a deduction from the amount which will be taxable under the income from other sources. Okay. Other very important point to be noted here are pension from UNO. अगर UNO से कोई भी pension आती है to the employee, then it will not be chargeable to tax. Pension can be commuted even after the date of retirement and not necessarily on the date of retirement. इसका मतलब ये है कि रिटायरमेंट हो गई है, उसके कुछ साल बाद एम्प्लॉय इज आस्किंग फॉर अ लमसम पेमेंट कि आप इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग मी द पीरियोडिकल पेमेंट्स यू कैन गिव मी अ लमसम अमाउंट ऑफ सम पेंशन, देन इन दैट केस ऑल्सो द सेम प्रोसेस ऑफ योर IT रूल्स विल बी एप्लीकेबल. सो इट मीन्स दैट इट डजंट मेक अ डिफरेंस if the employee makes the commutation of his pension amount at the time of retirement or after the retirement. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of an example. So suppose Mr. X is an employee of ABC Limited and he retires from services on 31st August 2019. Before retirement, his basic salary was 12,000 per month, and after retirement his pension is 6,000 per month. He has commuted 40% of his pension on the date of retirement and has received 4,32,000. Now we have to calculate his taxable pension for the previous year 1920, assuming that he receives no gratuity and the other case he receives gratuity. So अगर gratuity नहीं होता है तो क्या हो जाती है आपकी half of full pension, और अगर gratuity receive करता है तो it becomes 1/3 of full pension. Okay. So सबसे पहले हमारी लीस्ट ऑफ क्या होती है? एक्चुअल अमाउंट. सो एक्चुअल अमाउंट तो हमें लिखा हुआ है 4,32,000, बट जो फुल पेंशन है वो हमें कैलकुलेट करनी है. सिंस वी ऑलरेडी नो दैट द पर्सन हैज कम्यूटेड 40% ऑफ हिज पेंशन इन ऑर्डर टू रिसीव 4,32,000. सो अगर हमें इसका 100% निकालना होगा तो व्हाट वील डू? वील डिवाइड दिस बाय 40%. सो 4,32,000 डिवाइड बाय 40% will be equal to 10,80,000. Okay, so जैसे हमने डिवाइड किया, we have got the full pension. Now we can simply divide this by 2. We'll get 5,40,000. So the least is this one. So 4,30,000 is the least out of these two. So in this case, the pension which is charged to tax is uncommuted, तो as it is आपकी fully taxable होगी. सो अनकम्यूटेड कितनी है? अगर मेरी कम्यूटेड 40% है तो अनकम्यूटेड कितनी हुई मेरी? 60%. ओके, मुझे कितनी मिल रही थी पर मंथ? 6,000. मैं रिटायर कब हुई हूँ? ऑन 31st अगस्त. तो मेरे को पेंशन कितने की मिली? सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर, दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च, फॉर 7 months. ओके, so 6,000 into 7 months into 60%, that is 25,200 will be entirely taxable. Okay, uncommuted pension is entirely taxable because this is monthly periodical payment which the employee is receiving. ठीक है, तो 40% commuted है तो 60% uncommuted है, तो 60% निकाल लो, आपका महीने का कितना बनता है. ठीक है, आपकी एक्चुअल कितनी थी? 4,32,000. लीस्ट क्या थी? 4,32,000. एग्जेम्प्टेड पूरी हो गई, देन दिस इज निल. तो टैक्सेबल पेंशन इन दिस केस इज 25,200. Okay, now in the next case uncommuted pension will remain the same, that is 25,200, क्योंकि uncommuted में कोई change नहीं है. Case 2, when he receives gratuity payment as well, so इसमें कोई change नहीं है. In this you will just divide this by 3 instead of 2. So when you divide this by 3, you will get 3,60,000. So in this case, this amount is the least of these two. So the uncommuted same, but the actual received amount of commuted pension, you will exempt 3,60,000. So 72,000 is now taxable under your pension. So you will add them up. So 97,200 is the taxable pension under the head income from salaries. Okay, it is very, very simple. It's just that you have to understand two factors: the kind of the employment, that is whether it is government employment or it is non-government employment. After that, you have to see whether it is commuted or it is uncommuted, because uncommuted is always taxable. Commuted, there is exemption for government employees only. For non-government employees, there is one more factor, whether he is receiving the gratuity or not. Okay, the formula is very simple, but under your head, when you read the question, you have to ascertain all the factors before coming to the conclusion. Okay, so now under the income from salary, your taxable pension will be 97,200 in this case. I hope this is clear. We'll do more practical questions during the class. So till then, just write down all your doubts and write me, either write me in the comment section of your YouTube, or you can directly ask me in the class. Okay.